Hey, Dan Fitzpatrick here at StockMarketMentor.com, and I want to look at DraftKings today. First, let me get rid of this. If you're looking at my videos on a regular basis, you'll see so many lines and boxes and things on them, and I typically just keep them there because it jogs my memory of what I was looking at. But the reason that I do this is just to kind of keep myself honest. Draw boxes around price ranges, lines for support and resistance, and things like that. So I'm not just kind of looking at a chart fresh each day without some kind of institutional memory, so to speak. So it's just something that I do. Some people would take the exact opposite approach and say, no, I don't want anything on my chart when I look at it, because I want to have a fresh view every single time I look at it. And if that works for you, great. The reason that it doesn't work for me, though, is because I think there's a psychology in trading, and it's not just to look at the price, but it's also to be mindful of what today's price action is doing to the emotions of people that got involved in the stock earlier. And so, these are just the types of things that I do, such as if you look at today, you see the big breakout today, right? So before that, this was the trading box right here. Before that, you see where this is where the bulk of the trading took place. And so what we're looking at, it's kind of like Darvas boxes, only not stacked quite so neatly, but you'll see a trading range for a long period of time, and then the stock breaks out to a higher high, and then certainly the lows are not as low as they used to be, so you have kind of a higher box here. And then the stock ultimately breaks out again, and then pulls back a bit here, and now you've got, like, this is support, this is resistance up here, and so you've got a new box. So these things are kind of stacking on top of each other as time goes by. Okay, and so finally we get this, and now I'm looking for, I can't predict where it's going to be, but I'm kind of looking for the next box, and we could see something like this. And so we should actually see on any pullback, we should see the pullback find support 63, 62, certainly 60. If it doesn't find support at 60, then this is a failed breakout. But we look at this type of thing, just keep getting new frames of reference so you can say, like, the stock's high. Okay, well, what's high? What relative to what? Okay, well, it's high in the box that I just drew. If I'm drawing this kind of box, the stock isn't high. It's actually kind of low. So everything is relative. Everything is relative. But as I see this stock now, so let's just get to the trade. This is my biggest position right now. I don't have a lot of big positions. I only own a few different stocks. But this is the biggest one because it's the one that's confirming my thesis. The others are kind of, I don't know, maybe. It's not doing anything bad, but it sure isn't doing anything that great either. But I'll go ahead and hold the position. If they were all doing that, then I'd just close them and I don't know, go wash the driveway or something. But so this is working. I'm sticking with it. But what I'm really looking at in this is this bigger picture right here, like this whole thing, because you have the high here and along here, and now we're getting just a breakout here. But this is, to me, what's really compelling, is you'll see a series of higher highs to where now this is kind of actually squeezing here within this pattern. And I think if the stock moves above 70, this could run quite a ways further. Now, how much further could it run? Well, I'll show you how I measure this kind of stuff, and it's just a back of the cocktail napkin measurement. So we look at this high. Here, I'll get this out of the way. We look at this high and this low. Okay, what we've got is about 44%, but we'll say $30. we'll say 30 bucks is what we have, but it's about 44%. So now we look and say, all right, once the stock breaks out from this level, then this is 30 bucks here. So I will look for a run of 30 bucks to the upside, and that gives me about 94.50. So I'll back off and say my price target on this is 90 bucks. It's not a prediction. It is me saying I want to stick with this stock until it hits 90, and then at that point I'll make some decisions. Maybe I'll take some off the table, maybe I'll add to it, but that's my assessment. Is I think the stock has a lot of room to go, and I look at it on the weekly chart and I see a very compelling picture in that way too. I see a lot of upside here. From here, that's another 30%. Is that going to happen tomorrow? Doubtful. But do I think it will happen? Shoot, I hope so, because I got a good position in it. So anyway, look, we have over at Stock Market Mentor, we have several trades on right now. I post a list of active trades that gives you entries, stops, rationale, if we're going to add to the position or reduce it, stuff like that. I really walk you through every aspect of the trade so that you're able to make money while you're learning how to trade, at least in the style that I trade. And I don't trade in a unique style. Okay, I don't trade in a unique style. There's no special indicators or anything. I just trade based on what I've learned from people like O'Neill, Dave Ryan, Mark Minervini, John Bollinger, Wyckoff, Darvis. It's a typical, own momentum stocks. If it's working, stay with it. If it's not working, what the heck are you doing there? Find something else. So there's a free trial that you can have, and I want you to take advantage of that. First month is on me. My bet is you're going to stick around, okay? But you got to take me up on my free 30-day trial first. All right, see you guys next.